Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your next 7 to 10 days. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Do check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of your other signs as well. If you want personalized reading, any of my services, everything is in the description box below. Don't forget to support your readings as well. And let's see what we have for you, Gemini. I hope you're all well. Let's see. I've chosen this deck. It's a bit of a deep deck, but it's good to dive deep sometimes. So Gemini placements, please. Spirit. One card has fallen out, and that's what we want. Sacrifice 2 and 8 is a 10. What can you let go of? Okay, there's a lot of letting go at the moment in the reading. So 2 and 8 is a 10. So we're talking about completion and really letting go. What I feel here, Gemini, is do you feel you're being kept in the dark, or do you feel that you're sort of buried in some way? And I think you need to redefine your thoughts, maybe contemplate that. You've been planted, you've been rooted for stability, and it's going to be your time to bloom next, to be aware, to know. But for now, you must emerge, being planted, and don't look and compare yourself to others. You might have had to sacrifice your ego in some area in your life, and it's only because you're going to bloom. But it's kind of like you're emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it. Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, you're being planted. On the other, you're about to bloom. So when this card appears, it's time to consider what you're willing to sacrifice, let go of. What are you prepared to recycle in yourself? People, places, things, anything around you really, in order to nourish and grow yourself. And I think we also need to know that the harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. So just remember that if this is what you're facing right now, there's something beautiful that comes of it. Let's get into your tarot, Gemini. Let's see what we've got. Just make sure. I think I need to shuffle for you. If you're a subscriber, I'd love to know where you're subscribing from. What content interests you on the channel? If you're a Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and if you're a North Node or South Node, sometimes that really helps us when we're looking at, moving into certain chapters or growth, especially when we get this. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Please, Spirit. Won't be surprised if we had the Tower or the Death and Rebirth, and all these have fallen out. Right, let's go. So I think you first had this one on the floor, Death and Rebirth. I'm not sure if that was in reverse, so I'm going to have to feel into it. The Three of Cups, interesting, I put it in reverse. Tower in reverse, Seven of Cups, 7 and 9 of Wands. Okay, let's just get some cards out. High Priestess. With the Death and Rebirth card, there's something about you not listening to your intuition, Gemini. I think I got this for you a few months ago. And I think it's really about where there's growth. You might be thinking, why am I going through this? Why am I going through this? When we have so many major arcanas, it's really telling you that the universe is in control of the time of things, and you need to release what you're trying to control, comparing yourself to others. The Death and Rebirth is really, when we get the Three of Cups as well, is there's some secrets, there's hidden agendas. You're also maybe fearing the signs and intuition of your voice that's saying, is speaking to you, your inner voice. And you need to know you've got the answers that you seek, and the truth that you want, and you're going to find those. Now, what I'm seeing with this, with the Three of Cups, this is usually about you know, your vibe, your tribe. But when we've got it with these cards, it can really mean that you need to see the value you bring to a relationship, to your friends. But also this could mean disputes, miscommunication, feeling left out. And it could also sometimes be a love triangle. If you're not already in that, then don't think it's something that's coming. It's just sometimes a side message. When the Tower is reversed, the Tower is really about unexpected change. But when it's reversed, it's kind of like you're feeling life is a bit stale. And I think that's where we say you're being planted because you will be blossoming. Have the patience. There's a fear of the unknown here. And you're trying to avoid a disaster or something that's not feeling right to you by not tapping into your intuition. When I see the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Wands here, there's something about knowing that in chaos you could move toward the brightest light. So don't fear it. You kind of know that you've got multiple choices, different options here, and you're feeling really overwhelmed with them. With that, you might actually be feeling, you know, you've been trying so hard in certain areas of your life and you're like, I can't do it no more. I really feel like I've been giving my all. I can't face this no more. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And this, you need to be careful of the choices you make from the right essence of your soul as well. Yeah, you're going to be able to do that by taking time out in solitude. Again, we go back to a similar card. Taking the time out to have some solitude, to listen to your psyche, to listen to yourself who has the answers, not anything external which you're trying to avoid. And that's going to bring in the creative spark and the passion and reignite you, Gemini. Look at that. Even the dream and the serenity, the love of opening your heart again. You're feeling youthful, okay, but also this is where it helps you ground your emotions and you're able to make those stable emotional decisions. And from a heart-centered place, you know, there's also prosperity here for you, by the way. There's prosperity coming in. I feel that energy quite strong. Just make sure you're listening to your intuition, listening to your heart, and knowing that you've not been left out by the universe. Look at that partnership coming in. It can definitely be a relationship, but it could be a partnership around your career, money and finance that really pulls you into a new direction, which you felt like you was left out in the cold by the universe. You were feeling maybe a financial pinch, feeling left out in the cold, maybe from your friends circle as well. You know, really looking at your finances and feeling like you're needing to count them. You're feeling like, I'm not happy where I am, but I'm stable. Now, if I take a move, I might not be able to, it might not provide me even the stability that I currently have. There's a fear here of moving forward. And the Seven of Wands tells you need to have the confidence as well as the vulnerability. Don't allow past heartbreak stop you from moving forward, because your ships are coming in. Some of you, the Empress in reverse really means that you know, again, you're blocking your creative infertility spark, okay? You're blocking that through this energy that we got at the beginning. But as soon as you shift that energy within you, you turn the Empress around and it becomes the creative spark, okay? You become attracting all the right energy. Some of you are going to be looking really good as well during this next 7 to 10 days. What are you up to? Trusting your divine feminine energy. I think I mentioned it when we've got major arcanas. The universe is saying, I control the time, you don't. So release the control. Some of you, the next full moon, which is Scorpio's new moon, the next full moon, what will it be? Is going to be, will it be a Gemini full moon or a Sag? Is going to, oh yes, look, a Gemini and Gemini. Okay, so it's going to be quite potent, important for you, which is beyond the next 7 to 10 days, but do look out for that. I've been shaking the cards and Spirit is not giving me any more messages for you, so I feel that that's your message for the next 7 to 10 days. What we're going to do though is we're going to pull you a spirit animal. I think we've got a cheeky animal that wants to come through for you as well. I feel like with the Page of Cups, we have that cheeky flair that comes in for you. But I do think there's something around patience and quick decisions and watching that patience there, and create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose, and patience will bring you rewards. I think that's exactly what we've been talking about. So I'm not pulling anymore. It's divinity, the cards, how they're moving. And, you know, I want to shuffle, but then I've seen this at the bottom of the deck, and Spirit is really, I really feel that this is for you. Phases. Shine even when you are not feeling whole, okay? And it's only because you're being planted to bloom even bigger than what you would have. Maybe you would have only been a daisy, but now you're going to actually be a sunflower or a beautiful red, vibrant, open, wide rose. You know, I don't know why I'm getting that, but, you know, just go through it with me. And there's definitely something about the moon cycle for you to celebrate as well. So Gemini, this is what I have for you. I actually love the energy of this reading. Take care, and I will see you in your next one, beautiful souls. Bye for now.